4 years old did my dad probably put a ball and bat in my hand, maybe even younger, but that's just the first time I really remember it, like right before kindergarten. So it's been all my life. I'm still coaching and playing to this day, so it's over 25 years. I'm a pitcher, wherever they need me, starting, relieving, anything they need, I'm ready to go. It's just like a lot of indie ball has made you think like that, where you just have to do whatever the team asks you. It starts at home. Like my dad taught me everything I knew growing up, whether it's from baseball or lessons outside of baseball, which connect to baseball a lot. That's what a lot of people don't realize. This game, it's going to connect to everything in life because it's a game of failure. So he always taught me that, and it helped me get ready for when I would have failure in a game. And then therefore after, whether it's going for a job or you have a big test coming up, whatever it is, it all connects. Everything is always connected. A lot of the times when you're coming back from an injury, the mental hurdle is the last one, because you're always worried, I don't want to push too hard because I don't want to get hurt again. And that's like the last thing. They're always saying, you're good, we've worked this hard for this reason, let it loose, let it go, and then it's all good from there. Just gotta have a positive mindset, positive mentality, spread positivity. That's all you can control, you know? Do work every day. There's never a day off. Even if it's like a day of rest where you're not lifting per se, there's still mobility work you should be doing, or stretching, yoga, even mental work, doing meditating. I still count that as doing work. A lot of people, if you meditate, you know that's doing work, for sure. But I go into the clinic about 2 to 3 times a week, and I do a fascia stretch therapist twice a week, where they put you on a table and they're just opening everything up and things you can't do on your own. Yeah, so it's a 24/7 kind of gig. When you're trying to get to Tokyo and get to the top of your capabilities, there's no off days. Learning, like I said, about what makes the body move more free and easy. That's how I'm always thinking as a pitcher. Jacob deGrom is the best guy to watch in that sense, seeing he's doing less but actually getting more out of his body. That all starts with what you're doing off the field. So whether you're in the training room, whether you're in the weight room, yoga, Pilates, I dive into all that stuff. I love it, finding out how the body moves better. And then it transfers over to the mound. So I feel like the ball comes out easier and better when you figure out how to use your body better. Whether it's your hips, whether it's your shoulders, whether it's internal and external rotation, it all connects. The body starts from the toes to the fingertips. So learning how to use the ground, and it all connects. Well, as far as setback, luckily I never really got hurt as a kid until I broke my forearm when I was 15 sliding into second base. So I had to deal with a lot of PT post injury and learning how to get other parts of my body, mainly my legs, more involved, because as a 15, 14-year-old kid, you're just thinking upper body, I gotta get my chest, my back, my shoulders, and then you get your legs more involved, learning a lot about everything in the lower half, learning about mobility, kinetic sequencing, kinetic chain, all this new stuff, which I wish I knew about when I was younger. It's really helped advance my knowledge for the game, my coaching for when I'm teaching kids, and helping my body age better, because now I'm using my body more efficiently. So it's really been a big help. Dan's definitely been helping out with a lot of that. Now I'm learning even more, going into PT with Spear. I'm going there twice a week in Murray Hill, and I'm learning a lot about just how to make the body move better and how to feel better all the time, because as you're getting older, things start aching more and more. There's nothing you can do about it, but you can help maintain it at least. So my first experience with Spear was meeting Dan through all this Team Israel stuff, and we got along right away because he's in New York and I'm based in Queens, so we hit it off, and his son plays baseball, and we were always talking about how to get him to the next level and stuff. So when I got back from Arizona recently, I was telling him I just want to do some maintenance work. Nothing was really hurting or sore, but I know it's more about being preventative rather than waiting for something to happen. That's why I tell kids all the time, don't wait for the injury. Get ahead of it, because all these genius PTs are gonna find something that you didn't even realize was there. So I started doing that twice a week, about mid-May, so I've been doing that for like 6 weeks now, and my body feels better than ever. Tip-top shape right at the right time. It's all good to learn, and then I forward it over to the next generation, all the kids I train, and teaching them the same things I'm learning from Jeremy and Dan and forwarding it over to them. And I had a pretty awesome trainer when I was in high school. His name's Fred Bainline. He's based in New York. He was the track and field coach at the Corpus Christi Academy. So I learned a lot about strengthening my back in high school when I was like 14, 15, because I didn't know much back then. I was just always throwing, maybe doing some push-ups, and not much. And he was teaching me about taking care of the brakes in the car instead of just thinking about always the gas of the car. So that was great knowledge. And then going forward, all my PTs in college, it was Craig Oates, who was our PT for 3 years, and I learned a lot from him. Like I said, I would just go into the training room and just see what he'd be doing with other people and seeing the exercises they would do, what he would be talking to them about, a plan of attack to start like fixing little things so it doesn't get worse. And after that, guys like Dan, and we got Yoni helping out all the time now. Yeah, so I got good guys to learn from for sure. My dad passed away a few years ago, so I haven't had that support system. So I went right into Team Israel, so like having these guys as like a family, and like using them as like the support system, because you know, you have coaches that you've had in the past, but the relationships, they fade away. You still talk on the phone, but it's just not the same when you're with a coach every day, 7 days a week, whether it's in college, high school, pro ball. So you have so many coaches throughout your life. You just got to be who's with you now, and rely on them. So whenever I have a question, whether it's about pitching or something going outside of baseball or my body, then I would hit up Dan, I'd shoot him a text, or I could hit up Coach Holtz, or hit up Andrew Lorraine or Nate Mulberg. We got a huge coaching staff here that I always just bounce off questions when I need to find out something. So otherwise, just friends and family that are still around, just keeping me sane and keeping me zoned in.